it's Deb James. I'm the Community Development Manager with the Women and Children's Shelter of Barrie, and we are very excited about a new project. But I guess first I can tell you a little bit about the Women and Children's Shelter. We've been operating for 42 years in Barrie, Simcoe County. We have women that come to us from all parts of the region, but we are centrally located in Barrie. We are a 27-bed facility, but that really usually looks more like 30, 35 people in the shelter on any given night. In fact, across Canada tonight, over 6,000 women and children will be looking for help from an emergency shelter. That is a staggering number. So we have, like I said, 30, sometimes 25, 30, 35 people in the shelter at any given time. We have a lot of different services. We've got counseling services. We're providing support. We help with legal aid. We help with housing. That's a really big part of what we do. We've had a huge need identified with housing. There's just so many women moving into the shelter, and they're staying longer. That's really the problem. This really started to escalate during the pandemic, and we're just finding that women and their kids seem to be staying longer. And there's a number of different factors. The big one is that the lack of affordable housing, and that's in Barrie, that's in Innisfil, that's in Simcoe County. It's really, really difficult to help women transition out of the shelter, and that's really what our job is supposed to be. They're supposed to be staying about 8 weeks. Now we're seeing 3 months, sometimes 6 months if a woman's been human trafficked. If it's an immigrant woman, sometimes that stay is much longer. So they're staying longer. We need to come up with a solution, and we have to help them find housing that's affordable to them. So we are undertaking a brand new campaign. This is really just the next phase in our Shelter Me campaign. A few years ago, we went out and bought a facility. We bought a house, and that is designated for women, single women. It's shared accommodations, but that is working beautifully for us, and we're going to move forward with another house buy, hopefully a duplex or a triplex or a duplex maybe with a garden suite. There's a lot of different options, but we're looking at that purchase right now, and the hope is to have women and their kids, and that's really the difference. We have a facility that's going to help women transition, single women. Now we're hopefully going to help families, women with their kids, transition out of the shelter into affordable housing, into individual units. And that's really what Shelter Me, the second stage campaign, is all about. It's a hefty goal. It's $500,000, but I know this community is incredible. You helped us before. I know you're going to help us again. And we are anticipating many different things, perhaps renovations, landscaping, furnishing, gift cards, groceries. There's a lot of different ways that our community can help us out. So if you're interested, reach out to me, Deb, at the Barrie Shelter.